Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you game 1 in a best of 3 matchup between LzGamer and Cloud here on Terminus Ray. This is going to be a Terran mirror match here on Terminus Ray. Terminus Ray, a rather large map with a lot of expansions, and we'll see how these players try to play on this particular map and what's going to be happening. We have Evil Genius's LzGamer spawning here as the yellow Terran player at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, here at the 12 o'clock position, MYM Cloud as the red Terran player. So that it is going to be a little bit of a close spawn in terms of it's not going to be a full cross spawn, but it is still going to be a large walking distance in between both of these bases. Now, the production tab is up for you guys to try to keep track of. And I'm curious as to how these two particular players will be trying to play this Terran versus Terran mirror match. Now, there is a lot of open and dead space here and here as well. So Banshee play is very, very possible. There's also a lot of open space here right next to these vents, so you can try to drop in units and then run them straight into the base as well. I think Cloud has a little bit of an advantage in that it is easier for him to put pressure on the LzGamer's mineral lines if he does try to go for harassment technique. We do see a barracks now come into play over here by the ramp. Same thing over here by LzGamer, and there is pretty much very, very similar build orders, but Cloud seems to be slightly ahead in terms of that barracks and also in terms of that refinery, but he is also a little bit ahead also in terms of the command center, training up SCVs as well. So Cloud getting off to a little bit of an economic advantage already as this game now continues. You are going to see this SCV now make its way out, and he is going to be scouting in the counterclockwise direction, walking up that ramp in just a moment. And as soon as he does so, he will find out that Cloud has in fact spawned over here. I believe Marine should be trained, or no, not going for Marine first, instead going for a tech lab. So this scouting SCV will be able to come in and get a lot of information and sight already. We already see an upgrade to an orbital command, second supply depot now being built as well. And because it is going to be an earlier barracks, I'm assuming that it is going to be a Reaper coming out, and it is going to delay any factory units. Meanwhile, back over here in the base of LzGamer is training up Marines, currently having one Marine already out. That poor SCV trying to run by to see how much gas is currently being mined. He is going to see that one refinery there, and that SCV's days are very much numbered, already down to 9 hit points, and it will get destroyed very easily as another Marine comes over to finish it off. The Reaper of Cloud now going to look to see how much damage it can in fact do by making its way out. It's going to scour the map for that one particular SCV. It looks like Cloud is going to find it and get some damage onto this one SCV there, but the SCV did scout out the command center as it was being built. There are also two Marines sitting on this very, very vulnerable ramp, which the Reaper may try to jump up against. And that would just be absolutely horrible for Cloud, as Cloud has invested a lot into this early Reaper. That Reaper, if it does get shot down very quickly, that would just be very, very detrimental, as a factory already coming into play and a second Reaper now making its way out. It looks as though we may be getting perhaps a reactor onto this particular barracks, or doing a tech lab swap there. Double Reapers now in position, but there are more Marines being trained off of the reactor there. 2 Marines at each location. The Reaper is going to try to perhaps jump their way up and get some damage in, and that is not going to be very good at all unless it actually tries to jump up from the main portion there, and that would completely catch LzGamer off guard. The fact that those Reapers are going to be able to start shooting back, no, they're actually going to try to jump in over here instead, and those Marines are going to be able to get some damage very easily, very early on. There you go, trying to get some damage. One Marine already dead, a second Marine dead as well, so that is an even trade so far. 100 resources for 100 resources. The Reaper now trying to get some damage, able to take down one SCV, but not much damage was really dealt at all. We are now going to have Cloud go into the blue flame research off of the factory, allowing for the Infernal Pre-Igniter to get more damage onto those Marines and also onto any of those additional units, also onto Hellions as well. But there's a decent-sized army now coming in from LzGamer, and that is going to be a definite issue there. 2 Marines and 1 Hellion, and that is, if they engage right now in midfield, that is going to be absolutely horrible for Cloud, as Cloud cannot try to engage here, and that is going to be an issue as Marines now coming over as well. And now Cloud needs to pull back, and it looks like Cloud will be able to pull back in just a moment. We are going to get a second Hellion. SCVs need to come off the mineral line perhaps to try to repair this one, as Marines are going to be pushing in 5 or 6 6 Marines now coming in. 2 Hellions now coming over, trying to get some damage onto those units. SCV's unable to repair it in time, and Cloud is definite trouble now. SCV's coming off the mineral line in order to get some more damage onto those Marines there. 1 Hellion here is going to just line up, toast many of those Marines, but 4 Marines, 3 of them all at 3 hit points or less, and that is going to be absolutely horrible as another Hellion tries to come out, getting some more damage there. Looks like it's going to line up, get 2 more shots, and now make its way out and try to run back. There are going to be more Hellions coming in, so Cloud may be able to turn this game around if he's very lucky. He needs 1 more shot off, and oh, with the blue flame research, getting the final shot off there. So somehow Cloud able to stick within this game so far, and now with a Hellion being trained off of the reactor, this is going to be a lot of blue flame for those Hellions, and those Marines, which are now in a single file line as they're trying to run in, are simply going to get torched so quickly. 6 Hellions about to be trained up in just a moment. Cloud is behind in terms of harvesters just ever so slightly, and we are now also going into cloaked banshees, so that is going to be an issue. The Marines now going to be trying to come in. These Hellions going to be more than enough to take down these Marines over here. The Hellions now coming in, and all of those Marines just going to get torched so fast. Down they go. And now Cloud looks to perhaps press and deal some damage. There's already 1 Banshee in the air, though 1 Marine on the ground. And now Cloud says GG. So Cloud, realizing that he doesn't have enough units in order to fight back against this Banshee here, has to say GG. It looks like Cloud never really scouted out, didn't realize that his opponent was going into a starport, and because of that, just fell apart very, very early on. You can see that there is a bunker here, barracks being placed down, a siege tank here as well. Total resource-wise, 550 versus 300, 550 versus 525, but it really is that 1 Banshee that would have just changed the course of the game. There, you see no missile turret. There is an armory currently in play, but it would take 60 seconds for a Thor to be trained, and as soon as that Thor was done training, I'm pretty sure that the Banshee would just be able to initiate a cloak, as the cloaking research about to be, or would have been completed anyway soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed Game 1 in this Best of 3 series between LzGamer and Cloud. Stay tuned for Game 2.